Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, welcome to an impromptu Flight Live. You're up nice and early on that Ryanair. We've got a few heading out.
There's a couple in the queue here. So next up, Ryanair off to Bratislava. That was EIENE, a 13-year-old 737-800 operating flight 34. Behind the Ryanair, we've got Finnair that's just lined up. This is an Embraer 190LR. OHLKR, we saw this land not too long ago. Operating flight 1366 over to Helsinki.
And you can probably hear it's quite windy this afternoon. Wind speeds around 20 miles per hour at the moment. Well, wind gusts are around 20 miles per hour at the moment. They are calming down and the sun is out. It's still quite cold. But we should be in for a nice afternoon and hopefully a nice sunset later, assuming that we're still going at that point. So we're doing an unscheduled live stream. We've been here for about an hour, I think. We've been doing a bit of testing. We were trying to go live on Friday, but that didn't work. So we're back. We've tried a few things, and we're going to see how it goes. Lovely. Next up is Logan Air, I think.
Yeah, so just waiting at the end of the runway, we've got flight 2229. It's an EasyJet A320 Classic, EZRZ. 5-year-old aircraft. It's going to be heading over to Prague. Landing on 23 right at the moment. We've got Ryanair coming in from Milan.
like Tap is going to head out first for the EasyJet.
Yeah. Yeah, that Logan Air GSAJH 24-year-old ERJ145 not showing up at all. But yeah, just off up to Aberdeen. Yeah, so we've got Tap first, just lining up. Going over to Lisbon. This is a baby bus, an A319 Classic CS TTR operating flight 1313. Hey to everyone watching, thank you for joining.
Good afternoon. Yeah, we thought, well, we've been doing a bit of testing, so we're using this more as a test. So, but we thought, why not have other people along for the ride, see how it goes. Hopefully, all is smooth.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Manchester. Blue sky, sun is shining, and the wind is freezing. Them on the way to Lisbon. The EasyJet to Prague has just lined up and is just spooling up now. Flight 2229 A320 Classic GEZRZ. Lufthansa's up next, heading off to Munich, flight 2503, another A320 Classic, 9-year-old example, the AIUG.
Up a lot earlier than I had anticipated.
Yep.
Super duper.
Super.
Ryanair on its way out, but whilst zoom out, that does that. Oh, there's literally coming over to do that. There we date our speed and wind.
No, can't do that. Talking to myself. So we've got Ryanair here just taxiing out to 23 left. Heading off to Alicante, it's another Benidorm party bus. Operating flight 9073. This is a 737 MAX 8-200. That's a 1-year-old, just over 1-year-old, November 2022 example. EIIFT.
Do we think there's a lot of heavy luggage on board this?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's going to be a late takeoff. Quite a cool angle this, because you can see the test fire plane in the background. The
Oh yes,
airport
yeah,
fire
you can,
crews
yeah.
practice. Just to the basically on the right wing of the Ryanair, or the Ryanair's left wing, but right to us. Cheerio, Ryanair. Enjoy your flight.
Yep. Be a bit warmer on the Costa Blanca. So coming in from Bilbao, EasyJet flight 2006. This is an A320 Neo, GUZHM. It's been flying for about 5 years now. Bit of a quieter period this time in Manchester. The arrivals should start to pick up again soon. So coming up in the next half hour to an hour or so, half an hour away is the Biman Bangladesh 787. Just coming over the coast of southeast England at the moment. The A380 is not far behind. We've got a KLM Embraer coming in. there's at least one SAS coming in as well.
Got a couple more Ryanairs heading out.
There's 2 aircraft just turning onto the localizer for 2-3 right. We've got a Cessna Citation coming in from Jersey. Oh, we've got a Titan Airways A320 operating from Guernsey. I'm guessing that's on behalf of a carrier. On behalf of Origny, maybe.
Well, I would pick it up, but I can't see it.
Yeah,
So
they're quite far out yet.
There it is. I see ya. There's the one behind it as well.
So first up from the 2 Ryanairs, we've got this 737-800, 13-year-old example, flying off to Oslo. Norway. Sorry, nearly. GRUKO operating flight 3226.
Are you KO?
I'm not if I get my geography that badly wrong.
Are you
again.
KO?
I'll be fuming with myself.
Ain't no waiting around. Gonna take off. Are you back? You're gonna whiff a wet dog.
Do you?
Yeah. Despite having some rain today, it is a bit drier the ground. It's nice.
Yeah, much drier than it has been recently. Still cold though.
Yep.
Another 737-800 for Ryanair operating flight 559. ENA is heading over to Dublin. 13-year-old aircraft. So the Cessna Citation's just rolling out on 2-3 right now. We've got an EasyJet just lining up on 2-3 left. Heading off to Barcelona, GEZWL is a 10-year-old example, operating flight 2035, A320 Classic. And just coming over the threshold of 2-3 right, we've got the Titan Airways A320 Classic GPOWK operating, I think, for a Rigny, operating flight 678. And in, yeah, from Guernsey. Thank you to everybody coming to join us here to watch.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, will be good afternoon, good early evening almost now.
Yeah, good noon evening? Pre-evening, that's it, pre-evening.
We're probably going to be here through till sunset, I think.
Well, basically until the batteries run out, I guess.
Until the batteries run out.
We've been doing a bit of testing before we've gone live, so we have been at this for a little while. But yeah, we thought, well, the best test is to actually be live. So hello and welcome. Say hi in the chat if you're joining us. Let us know where you're joining from. If you are new here, we've done a few live streams, but not that many. We've mostly been pumping out videos. Just notched over 100 videos in the last week or so, and we've been going for about 7 months now, so we're relatively new, but enjoying it. So yeah, say hi, let us know where you're from. If you're new, subscribe and enjoy the show.
Yeah, so we're going to be well, I say hopefully now with my fingers crossed. Hopefully we've now ironed out all of the gremlins and bugs and got all the settings right to do some regular live streaming for everyone now. So we'll certainly be doing this weekly. Possibly twice weekly.
Yeah.
Maybe even 3 times weekly.
Okay, calm down.
Yeah, but we'll be here to really to give you plane spotting in all of its 4K glory.
Yeah,
that is our intention.
Yeah, we've had some snags along the way. It's been a lot of time head scratching and trying to figure out what's going on. But our aim is always to deliver the best possible picture and the best possible sound that we can. And well, knowledge from Bob. He's very knowledgeable about planes.
I know a little bit.
I'm the creative, so less knowledgeable. But I've learned a lot over the years.
Go on then. What's a flying pencil?
A 757.
Yes, he knows. That's also my favourite plane. If you didn't know that, if you don't know that, you will hear me say.
I say, yeah, you will every single time.
Yeah, speaking of 757s, actually, it's been rumoured that Jet 2s will be gone by this time next year.
Oh no.
Yep. So
basically, we need people to support us on Buy Me a Coffee so we can save up and buy one of them. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Live streaming from a 757.
It would.
I wonder how much, because you see people, don't you, with like the front part of a plane in the garden or something as an office.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that would cost. And how would you even get hold of it? Like, not you can ring.
Buy it from a scrapyard. It costs a lot of money because it's a lot of aluminium.
True.
High grade aluminium as well. Okay, so coming up next, just taxiing out and lining up on 2-3 left, we have got EasyJet. Quick hop here over to Amsterdam. EZTB operating flight 2179. It's an A320 Classic. It's been kicking around for about 15 years, this plane.
Sorry, I was distracted by the one flying over us.
Hello. Yeah, there is one just right overhead.
And it's rolling.
Air Mexico.
Oh.
7879.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? So nothing on approach at the moment. I think we've got a little a couple of EasyJets just taxiing out now, just pushing back. So they'll be going soon. Inbound SAS, KLM, and then the Biman Bangladeshi winning from Select. A380 is not too far behind that. Should be here in about 40 minutes, so pretty much on time for just after 7 o'clock this evening, the A380. It's a shame they're not on the other runway on 05 because it would have been landing right in front of us.
Yeah, I mean the reach is pretty good on this lens at least.
Oh yeah, yeah, you'll get zoomed in, won't you?
But yeah, you're right. It's not as good. I mean, we could wait until it takes off, but it's a bit dark, and I don't have the battery power. This is the bit where I'm regretting not having a chair.
Would you like to sit down for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you can keep an eye on the camera.
No, I'll come and I'll stand up, and you can maybe have a look at changing that there. That's not right.
Conditions, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do that. You've not trained me.
Well, how you just forgot?
Well, I can't find the glyphs.
Oh, it's quite wobbly.
I'll just stretch my back. Yeah, so just taxiing out, we can see SAS. I can also see another EasyJet.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm out of a job. Oh, it's going to be a nice evening, isn't it? It's going to be a nice golden hour. And I'm looking forward to it. Assuming the batteries don't conk out before we get to it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to plug a couple of things in a minute. So we've got a couple of aircraft just crossing 23 right at the moment. The SAS has just been across, EasyJet's following it. Got the Iberia Express.
There you go, I've done your job.
I quite like doing the camera.
Get back to your job, I'll get back to mine.
Okay. Oh, my back's hurting though. Right. Turn that down. I'm just going to mute my mic a moment.
Yeah, we've got SAS, we've got Iberia, and EasyJet. Whoa. All heading out. Bob's just throwing his laptop, his iPad off the onto the floor.
Just made it very dusty for some reason. So SAS is going first, off to Oslo.
Weird. Plain shadow right over us.
Yeah. There's a 4-year-old A320neo operating flight 4608, SEROG. Next up, EasyJet, heading to Porto. This is GEZOP. It's an A320 Classic, been kicking around for about 8 years, operating flight 2211. Thanks to everyone watching. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are next to 23 left at Manchester Airport. We're about halfway, I think halfway, maybe a little bit further down the runway. It's beautiful blue skies. The sun is shining. It's relatively warm in the sun. The wind is blowing right across the runway from the west, and the wind is freezing.
The coldest spring that I can remember. Like,
yeah,
usually at this point you're in shorts.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, the last week in February, I was in shorts and I was jet washing the front garden, and it was 20 degrees last week of February. Okay, so what we got now, Iberia Express, I think, lined up, heading off to Madrid. This is ECLAA, A320 Classic. Quite an old one, this, been kicking around for about 18 years, operating flight 3693 across to Madrid. Next up, GEZWI of EasyJet, just lining up on 23 left, heading out to Milan Malpensa. This is an A320 Classic. It's about 10 years old, operating flight 3838. EasyJet flight numbers always confuse me because their like airline code is U2.
Yeah. You too easy. You too easy.
Not long until the Biman Bangladesh is with us. That's just heading towards Dane at the moment. So just, well, not far away from you, actually, Dad, if you're still watching. Difference in the sound between the classics and the Neos.
All the local residents prefer the Neos, but I prefer the
Oh,
classics.
definitely. Sun Express next, heading to Dalaman in Turkey, flight 505. TCSOA, this is a 737-800 that's about 7 years old. It's a super shallow rotation.
Yeah. A lot of heavy luggage on that plane.
Yeah, everybody's going to have the teeth done in Turkey. That's why people go to Turkey apparently nowadays. So coming off on the takeoff front, next we've got Ryanair. There's an EasyJet after that, and taxiing out is Ethiopian.
Oh, an A350.
It is A350-900. So this Ryanair is a Max 8 200 737 heading off to Palma, operating flight 3441. It's a 2-year-old aircraft, EIHGO. EasyJet's heading off to Berlin next, flight 2201. This is GEZTN. It's again, it's an A320 Classic. It's been with EasyJet for 14 years. Oh, sorry, it's 14 years old. I don't know whether it's been with them for 14 years actually. So picking up now on the arrivals front as well. This next one just coming over the threshold now. This is KLM City Hopper coming in from Amsterdam.
It's a dolphin one.
It is the one. It is your favourite dolphin one. Embraer E195, a 2-year-old aircraft, operating flight 1037, PHNXJ. As this rolls out, you'll be able to see the Ethiopian A350-900 just waiting to cross 23 right. It might have a little bit of a wait. There's a Scandinavian behind this that'll probably come in first, and then the BIM in Bangladesh is just turning onto the localizer now, so that will be with us in a couple of minutes. Behind that, A321neo of Jet 2, and then a stream of 737s, I think.
Oh, the rarely seen 737.
Yep, yep.
Well, that'd be a treat.
Very rarely. The A380 is over Milton Keynes right now, so
shout out to MK Dons.
So that'll be with us in probably about 30 minutes. We'll stick around until the sun goes down.
Or the batteries run out.
Or the batteries run out. The Qatar is also the that's a A350-900. Oh, the Ethiopian's getting across. Brilliant. Mm-hmm. So the Ethiopian is going to Geneva first. Quick stop in Geneva and then on to Addis Ababa, operating its, they refer to them as Fifth Freedom flights, where an airline of a third country has a stop off in another country that then goes on to another country. Very strange.
I'm glad you know what that means, because I don't.
So SAS just coming over the threshold now, coming in from Copenhagen, EISIY. It's an A320neo, operating flight 541. And it's been with SAS for just over a year, like 15 months now. Evening, Lloyd. Thanks for joining.
Sorry, I'm trying to find that other plane I can see. Oh, there it is. See it with my eye, but not with the
on
the camera.
Oh,
the autofocus is not happy with me. There we go.
So the BIM in Bangladesh is that's just come over Stockport, so it's only a minute or so away now. It's typical. There's two interesting aircraft at once.
One, two,
I suspect that the Bimen's going to touch down before the Ethiopian goes.
Well, I mean, I've been doing some pretty cool takeoffs to landing transitions, so we'll see if we get one of those.
Do one of your spin pans.
Yeah.
At least you're not mired in all mud this time.
That's true.
Thanks to everybody who's joined to watch. A couple of interesting ones going here. Ethiopian. And Bimen landing.
Ethiopian's rolling.
I was wrong.
Well, I'll zoom out, we'll get both of them. There.
Are you double planing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Double planing. That heat haze. Wow. The Ethiopian's definitely not full. It's got other people to pick up in Geneva anyway before it heads off to Addis Ababa. The BIM in Bangladesh has just touched down now on 23 right. It's just rolling out. So the Bimin's operating flight 207 from Sylhet. That's a 5-year-old 7878 S2AJS. EasyJet just lined up now on 23 left, ready to go across to Copenhagen. So just a little short hop here from Manchester. GEZWH is operating flight 2237. That is an 11-year-old A320 Classic.
I don't know why, but the BIM in Bangladesh, it just reminds me of like Lego Octan.
Oh, the colour scheme, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's red and green,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's why.
Time I see it, I'm like, Lego.
Well, you see, I'm old enough to remember when Lego just used shell for everything.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Here we go with the EasyJet, just running up now. You can see the Ethiopian silhouetted in the background.
Zoom out a bit, I think.
If you zoom out, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Just coming over the threshold of 23 right is G Sunbi, operating flight LS 830 from Tenerife, jet to A321 Neo. Been with them since this time last year, March 2023. So Jet2 have made quite a pivot from their previous all Boeing fleet. First of all, they snapped up some leftover A321s from when Thomas Cook collapsed. Then they decided not to take up not take up, not that they didn't. Sorry, I'm rambling. They decided not to opt for any Boeing 737 Maxes, given all the issues with them, and are going to be gradually becoming an Airbus fleet. But given that they've got some fairly young 737s, they'll be kicking around for a while, I think, with a mixed fleet. So this is Sun Express going over to Antalya. This is a 737 MAX 8. Just look at the engine nacelles on the MAX. Completely round, complete circle. It's one of the ways that you can tell a MAX from a normal, a 737NG next generation. The Maxes have bigger engines with a bigger fan, so they're more powerful. they have to actually sit up a little bit higher from the ground to accommodate them under the wing and forward of the wing as well. But they do have a completely round nacelle, whereas the 737 Classics, 737 next generations, the 800s, etc., they have, if you look at those, when we see one of those go in a bit, they have a bit of a squashed nacelle. So you get Ryanair going, be able to see the difference. Almost silent landing and arriving here from Belfast. You can hear it now. This is an ATR 72 Aer Lingus Regional GCMJL. It's a 7-year-old aircraft. Takes a bit longer of a prop plane that than on a jet plane. 40, 45, 50 minutes.
Got a little jet about to go.
Yeah, so we saw this come in not long ago from Jersey. It's got a registration of 2-team, which is, I think, very quick. It's going to test you.
No.
It's quite noisy. 7-year-old Cessna citation, that. Just touching down on 23 right is Ryanair coming in from Rhodes, operating flight 9077. It is a 14-year-old 737-800 EIEKF. Oh, I'm ready for a holiday as well, Jacob. Definitely.
Where would you want to go, Jacob?
Okay, so what have we got going on? We've got one of the leased Jet 2 aircraft. Just on final approach now.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it in the. Oh, there it is.
It's coming in from Forlì. I don't even know where that is. In Italy?
Valley.
Is that how
Sounds
you say
about
it?
right, sir.
You're going to start doing your Peter Griffin.
We-
Papa da boopy.
We're landing now. You sit down in your seat.
Oh, the A380 is just over Dane. That's the holding point over Buxton. So again, Dad, if you're still watching, it's just going past you now.
Look out your window.
Look out your window to the east. So, oh, Jacob's going to Cape Verde in July.
Oh, that's nice.
That will be hot, hot, hot.
Don't suppose you got room in your suitcase to pack me into it. I'm sure I can fold up tight.
Thierry needs a break. He always needs a break.
Well, I mean, the good thing is it's summer, so everyone's going on holiday, which means lots of planes, which means lots for us to film.
Yeah, we're well into the summer schedule now, so yeah, it's gonna be busy.
I can hear someone jet washing.
Jet washing.
Yeah. Go that way.
Oh yeah.
Maybe someone's cleaning your car for you.
It needs a clean.
It's full of mud.
It's very full of mud. Jacob said that he would like to go to Dubai because obviously it's full of A380s.
True, yeah. But I guess like over there, it's like seeing 737 Ryanairs over here. It's like, oh, there's another one. Oh, that'd be pretty cool if you had like 3 of them like lined up on approach.
Oh yeah, one behind the other. Yeah, definitely.
It's Ryanair is rolling.
Oh yeah. Ooh. So, as I was saying before, identifying a max from a non-max. This is a 737-800, so just look at the engine nacelles. They have a bit of a flat bottom to them.
Like they've been dropped.
Yep. This aircraft is going over to Venice, operating flight 2898, EIEMM, 13-year-old example. It's only very slightly flattening underneath, but it is there. The 737 and the 727, when they were originally designed by Boeing back in the 60s, they designed them so that they could operate from airports with very, very little ground equipment. So they were designed to be very close to the ground so that they could have their own integral air stairs, so that they could really get into the baggage hold with almost nothing, really. That presented some problems, though, because 727 was retired, replaced by the 757. But the 737 continued in production. It was very, very popular. They wanted to re-engine it, but they couldn't fit the bigger turbofan engines under the wing. So they had to place them in front of the wing. And that meant they had to flatten the nacelle underneath to get the appropriate ground clearance.
We've got another rich person landing. Who just landed. And someone else inbound.
Another Cessna citation. So just behind that, we've got another Ryanair. This is a MAX 8200 coming in from Malaga. EIIFX is operating flight 3233.
Well, your mum is, isn't it?
Yeah, Torremolinos.
Oh my god.
Torremolinos and beach walks to Benalmadena, apparently. So I've been told. So behind the 737, we've got the A380 that is just turning onto the localizer now.
Really testing my eyesight to see if I can see it, but I can't.
We've got a couple of flights due out, just pushing back now. There's taxiing out is the a Swiss A320 heading off to Zurich.
Oh, nice. We've got a short of that going out tomorrow.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, about 4:45 tomorrow. I can see the A380. Is here somewhere.
I can't yet because there's a big bush in the way.
Might be an A380, it might be a bird. There it is.
So we're just coming up on 7:05 here. The A380's, I think it's pretty much on time.
Grab a drink.
So today...
Sorry, I might have muted you there.
Today we've got A6 EUX coming into Manchester. A 7-year-old A380 operating flight 19. Thanks to everybody watching that's joined us.
Yep, good evening, or... Yeah, it is evening now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh, time
7:05,
flies, isn't it?
definitely. So we're going to be here for as long as our batteries hold out.
Yep, I'm down to 2 bars on the camera.
Is that... What's that, like 40% left?
Allegedly. Alright, I'll get it plugged in shortly.
So, A380 is about 4 or 5 miles out. Be with us in a couple of minutes. I would expect the Swiss Air is going to try and nip out before.
Oh, it seems to have paused, so it's clearly watching the stream as well, and is going to wait.
Yep.
Very kind. Either that or the pilot wants to watch the A380 as well. We're just going to hold here for a few minutes while the A380 lands. If you look out to your left,
you will see a very large aircraft coming towards you. So thanks to everybody who's just joined. You're about to see the A380 come in. Just on final now. If you've not joined us before for a live stream, make sure to click that subscribe button so that you get notified of when we're going live. And give us a thumbs up as well.
also say hello in the chat and tell us where you're coming from. It's always nice to...
Yeah. Where's everyone from? Who are you? Where are you from? We're from Manchester.
What's your favourite plane?
Here's the beast now. I'm going to get myself a pair of binoculars, I think.
We should have like a telescope feed as well, like just mega zoomed in from miles away.
We got a wave off the A380. This week? Earlier this week?
Can't remember. Yeah, I thought you meant this one. I was like, oh, how?
No. I mean, I
How
can't
can you see that from here?
Yeah, we got a wave off the pilot.
Oops, sorry, I was distracted waving at the vehicle.
A wave off him then. Here we go. No chance of this beast using the high-speed exit for a quick turn round. Going to be going a bit further down the runway. Swiss is just going to cross in front of the A380 now on its takeoff roll. A320 Classic heading off to Zurich. He's 27 years old, that aircraft. Wow. that is amazing for an A320. I don't understand how that could still be flying almost. Yes. So the A380 is just exiting the runway at the moment. It always makes me chuckle a little bit if you're ever listening to the radio, because if there's a plane following the A380 on the localizer, so the localizer is the thing that tells them whether they're lined up with, so lateral lined up with the runway. But when the A380 is exiting the runway, the tower always warns the pilot on the localizer that they're going to see some disruption in the localizer signal, and that it may look like they're no longer lined up with the runway because the A380 is so big it interferes with the signal. So it's not the last of the big jets, though, for us today. We've got Qatar coming up. Hopefully, all of our batteries last long enough. It's currently over Derby. So I assume that's flying over you, Jacob.
Derby or Derby?
Or is it Leicester? Derby. Oh, in fact, actually, if it's Leicester, then you've got a 757 over you at the moment.
Oh, nice. About just over half an hour until golden hour, and an hour and 15 till sunset. Will we get to it?
I hope so, because golden hour will look lovely tonight. With the clouds on the horizon.
True.
Beautiful blue sky.
Couple heading out. A few minutes.
Yeah, a couple of EasyJets, I think. Find a little business jet just lined up. Cessna Citation.
Smaller, don't even see it.
Heading off to Dortmund in Deutschland.
It's like a little toy one.
Yeah, small. The IEGA. 16-year-old aircraft, this. probably taking some very rich people over to Germany.
Got someone inbound.
Yeah, so EasyJet on final approach coming in from Belfast. And then Shuttle 2 Kilo behind it.
Ah, nice. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say what I normally call it on the live stream.
No, you're not.
2K. So peaceful, the birds singing away.
Yeah.
It's making me sleepy.
This jet would have gone by now.
It's been waiting a while.
Ah, here we go. It's going to be up quick.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
They get up far too quick for me to be able to,
Yeah.
well, far quick and high.
You have to really lean back.
Not enough room. Is
So-
he rolling?
Yeah, EasyJet A320 Neo heading off to Belfast. It's a 5-year-old example. This is GUZHM operating flight 723.
That was relatively empty.
Shuttle 2 Kilos just touched down on 23 right. It's an A321 Neo, the NEOY. It's coming from, as normal, from Heathrow. As BA1402. Next up on 2-3 left for takeoff is an A320 Classic of EasyJet heading off to Alicante. Benidorm party bus.
Yeah. Seen a few of those today.
This is GEZUC operating flight 2277. It's a 13-year-old aircraft. assuming it's waiting for the... Oh no, no, it's heading off. We've had a baby bus just touched down on 23 right. This is Eurowings has come in from Dusseldorf as flight 9344. There's a 15-year-old A319. The AGWM. So coming up very soon, we have the Qatar A350-900. That's a shame, really. I quite like it when it's a 777, the evening one. I think they look really... Remember the retro jet we got recently?
Oh yeah,
That was nice.
Yeah. If you've not seen that, check out our videos. We've got a video of that landing, or pop over to the Quick Hops playlist. It's in there.
So we've got the Qatar, and then there's GLSAI Jet 2757. Coming in from Lanzarote behind that. Before those, there's a little NetJets Europe Embraer Phenom 300 coming in from Palma.
Oh, I get to move my left leg. I'm on a slight slope, so it's been supporting me for quite a while. I just realised there's a worm down there. Probably move that worm. Stand on it.
Flatworm.
Oh, I can't break the twig.
It will be a flatworm.
Sorry, worm.
Watching Thierry trying to pick a worm up with a twig.
Yeah, half of it was in the ground.
Doesn't want to kill it.
The other half was out in the open. Here we go.
Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna stick around as we were saying before, as long as we can, with battery levels, etc. The sun's just coming down. We're not far off golden hour, I don't think, are we now?
8 minutes.
8 minutes till golden hour.
10 minutes actually.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Sorry, just whacked my.
So this is the point in the evening where all of the flies come out and I get bitten to death.
Yeah.
And then I'm wondering in 2 days why I've got a load of bites all over my head. It's midges.
Yeah, on your forehead as well. Like
these look like baby dragonflies here.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Thank you for joining to watch the stream, everyone. There's just a very, very slight lull for the next few minutes. But coming up, we've got the Qatar A350, Jet 757-200 behind that. So a couple of fairly big ones there. There's a steady stream of departures as well. The Titan Airways A320. I've not seen that one. I don't know whether I've seen that aircraft before, actually. That's heading back out to Guernsey for Rigney. I assume that's a wet lease. Just operating some flights because maybe they don't have a plane to operate at the moment. So Titan Airways just crossing T3 right now, just taxiing out.
Sorry, I'll be there in a second. I'm just going to make sure I don't run out of juice. We're going to fall off within a few minutes, but
So for those of you who are maybe not that familiar with Manchester, two parallel runways, but they're offset by about half the length. So today landings are on 2-3 right, takeoffs on 2-3 left. That'll be through till about 8 o'clock this evening, I think.
Oop. Sorry, I'm being attacked by a dragonfly.
Yeah, through till about 8 o'clock before they switch back to single runway operation.
Yes, we're about half an hour of takeoffs on the runway nearest us. Yeah, thank you for joining us for this evening. I'm sure you've all had your dinner already. Well, this was an impromptu live stream, so we haven't actually eaten.
Yeah, we've been doing some testing. We've been trying to get it absolutely right. We want to make sure that we can deliver you guys
And girls and everyone
really good quality 4K content.
Rolling while
Midges,
someone's
there's midges
landing.
everywhere. Midges. To bring a citronella candle with me. So here's the Titan heading off. Was it Guernsey or Jersey? Guernsey. GPOWK.
And here's Qatar.
Yeah, Qatar's just coming over the threshold now. A350-900, A7ALH operating this flight tonight. Flight 23 from Doha. This is an 8-year-old example.
Yeah, sun's just dipped behind a cloud, so it's got dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm putting my coat on. It's cold with no sun. I do like the A350. I think it's a lovely looking aircraft.
I like it because it looks like it's got sunglasses on.
Yes.
Cool dude.
Yeah, going to be going on an A350 1000 in a month or so's time down to Cape Town. I can't wait.
Lufthansa, is it?
No, BA.
No.
BA
Okay.
from Heathrow down to Cape Town. Busman's holiday. 5 days of work, 4 days of travelling. Something like that. What it's going to feel like.
And I'm still trying to get you to take all the stuff with you so you can live stream, but far as I know.
Yeah, I'm not doing that in South Africa. It's not that safe.
Who's this landing?
So this is GLSAI. This is one of Jet2's 6 remaining 757s. It's one of the older ones. This used to operate in China. It's 36 years old, this aircraft. Coming in from Lanzarote, operating flight 892. We've actually been on one of the sister aircraft to this. I think one of the first ones we were on, actually, GLSAG. The one that had all Chinese writing inside the aircraft. Yeah. That was retired though a good number of years ago now. So yeah, it makes me even more surprised that that one's still kicking around and operating for them. So turning on to the localizer, we've got a Logan Air coming in from Aberdeen. Coming up behind the Logan Air, we've got a stream of A320s and 737s. Just a handful of them. KLM has just pushed back, so your Smiling Dolphin is going to be heading off soon.
The lights are all on now.
Yeah, it's got to that point where we can see the runway lights properly, can't we? We'll know when it switches over to single runway operation because the lights go on. So golden hour has started now, I think.
1 minute.
1 minute. It looks a little bit golden over there.
Fortunately, the clouds are kind of ruining it slightly.
Yeah, it's a shame because not very long ago the sky was completely blue from horizon to horizon.
A quiet moment. Seems time for a drink.
Next up will be the Logan Air from Aberdeen. It's an ATR 72. It's a 10-year-old aircraft, GLMTB, operating flight 27.
If that was muted.
I can't believe how chilly it's gone here. It's been a lovely afternoon though. Ooh. Bugs everywhere.
Did you unmute me? I thought I muted myself. Sorry if you heard me sneezing. I thought I muted it.
Well, I did that before, but when I went to unmute myself, I accidentally muted myself again. So I think it's in the swiping technique.
Log in.
Yeah, here's the little ATL 72 coming in from Aberdeen. I've never actually been in a prop plane of that kind of size. Been on a tiny little Cessna over the Grand Canyon with Dad. I was like, that was, oh my god, that was nearly 20 years ago. Oh, that's frightening to think of. So behind this this little Logan Air, we've got G Sun E, one of Jet2's A321 Neos, coming in from Gran Canaria. Oh, I'd like to be in the Canaries about now. Definitely nice and warm. Hey, Sinead.
Good evening, Sinead. Thanks for joining us.
So it's now officially golden hour here in Manchester.
Yeah.
Nice golden hue to the sky.
Wow. Apart from the clouds.
Apart from the clouds that are blocking some of the golden hue,
Yeah.
but you know.
Pretend that it's golden. We'd had a filter on or something to make it look golden.
I can see a plane over there going into Liverpool, I think. I assume that's what it is. Low enough.
There it is.
Yeah, that's Ryanair coming in from Sofia in Bulgaria, going to Liverpool. There you go. 2 airports in one live stream. Where else do you get that?
Exactly.
In 4K. Hey, Ghost Flyer, thank you for joining.
Whoa.
Great to see you.
So, yeah, this is golden hour, but this is the cloud currently blocking the sun. It looks nice there, though. Some nice sun rays coming through. I can hear the prop, which is probably the Logan Air. Got a couple more here on approach.
So we think we've overcome all the issues now, Ghost Flyer, that we've been having. So hopefully on your 86-inch, I don't know, I'm guessing 8K telly, that this 4K stream will look good and sound good. Still on dual runway operation here in Manchester for for another 20 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll get another one going out in front of us. You can still see the runway lights here. So next up on 23 right is the Jet2 arrival from Gran Canaria. This is an 18-month-old airframe, one of Jet2's brand new fleet of A321 Neos that's replacing the 757s, but also allowing them to expand their capacity. I don't think they quite seat as many as the 757s. The 737s, I think, are around about 180 seats. The 757s, I think, are closer to 240, I believe. I think these are about, the A321neos are about 220.
Being serenaded by some geese.
Yep, Canada
Oh.
geese.
Hello. Who's just snuck out?
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that on the ground. I told you I need binoculars. Noisy little Cessna Citation private jet taking somebody posh and rich somewhere. Well, they're probably not posh, but they're probably rich. So this is GSUNE, just rolling out.
Sunny.
Joined the fleet in October 2023. Sun G and Sun H have joined the fleet in the past month or so. Sun H has gone straight into service. It arrived just before Sun G did from Hamburg Finkenwerder, where it went through final assembly. It sounds like though the Jet 2 hangar's a bit clogged up with some maintenance, and Sun G hasn't been able to get in to have its interior installed. So it's sat there waiting at the moment. Thank you to everybody that's joined. Great to have you all along here for a little bit of evening plane spotting alongside runway 23 left at Manchester Airport. If you want to know whereabouts we are, if you look on a map, 23 left is the runway at the bottom, and we're about halfway along it on the south side of the runway. So just coming over the threshold now for 23 right is the EasyJet coming in from Amsterdam. This is an A320neo. So for those of you that are uninitiated in aircraft, the Neo means it's new engine option. So this is the latest version of the A320 family with bigger, quieter, more fuel efficient and more powerful engines. This is a 6-year-old example operating for EasyJet. Flight 2166 GUZHA. Behind the EasyJet is SAS coming in from, so Scandinavian coming in from Stockholm, Arlanda. EISID operating flight 2549 this evening. It's a 6-year-old aircraft.
We have a couple of Aer Linguses. Oh no, sorry, Aer Lingus and the KLM.
Yeah, good. So we're going to get another couple of departures on 23 left before they switch back to single runway operation.
Oh, is he prop and a dolphin liveried KLM? Mighty Dolphin.
Yeah, so one of your favourites, this, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite. No. It just looks very friendly.
It looks like it's smiling a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it on the 737-800 as well, and the 900 that KLM operates still. So I think we're going to see the Scandinavian touchdown just before the KLM Embraer departs back to Amsterdam. We saw this arrive not so long ago. There goes the KLM. Embraer 195, 2-year-old aircraft. Operating flight 1038 PHNXJ. Really big engines for the size of the plane. Look at the smiley face though. I don't know whether it looks smiley or slightly conceited.
Yeah.
Like proud of itself. Next up's ATR 72 GCMJL of Aer Lingus Regional. Short hop back over to Belfast, about a 45-50 minute flight over for it. It's a 7-year-old aircraft, this, operating flight 76. The sun is going down and the bugs have come out. I'm definitely getting bitten. Be up quick. It's doing that thing where the props don't like moving. This looks like the station. I don't know why I find that so amusing. One out, one in. Another ATR 72's just touched down, just rolling out now on 23 right. This one's coming from Dublin. This is EIGPP.
Is this Dubman?
Dubman.
Dubman.
Dubman. Operating flight 3328 for Aer Lingus Regional. Next up, a stream of 737s coming in. We've got a Ryanair from Faro, Ryanair from Tenerife South. Oh, Jet 2 from Forteventura.
Yeah.
Yes. LS 910. And then, oh, actually, no, the other one's G Sun H that I was talking about before. That's coming in from Tenerife South from the Jet 2.
So we've got SAS coming out. Sorry. We're going to gable in.
Yeah, SAS is going out to Copenhagen. We have got Ryanair just pushing back, going to Belfast and Malaga. It's surprising how cold it feels once the sun goes,
I know.
goes behind the clouds.
It's just annoying because literally in front of us is blue sky, and then behind us,
Yeah,
the cloud.
it is beautiful though. Like
I mean,
the
yeah,
sunset
it does look
is
good,
amazing.
but we're not getting the quite getting the rays we were hoping for.
No, not anymore. I'm definitely going to be getting a fleecy top.
Stunning.
Thanks to everybody that's joined to watch this evening. We'll probably be around for another, I don't know, half hour.
Yeah,
Half hour to an hour, something like that. We'll stay as long as our battery power is going to last.
Oh, we've got light.
Oh, we've got light. Great to have you with us watching from the south side of 23 left at Manchester Airport.
If you are new here, then do hit the subscribe button. We post shorts pretty much every day, long format videos, and hopefully live streams at least once a week. So yeah, hit subscribe and follow along. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you've been enjoying this evening's content. It's much appreciated, and yeah, feel free to say hello. Tell us where you're from if you're new here. We yeah, I hope you enjoy this flight.
So, Scandinavian A320neo. So this aircraft's about 15 months old, so it's fairly new. It's in their brand new livery. I do like this livery. It's one of my favourite ones. EISIY, operating flight 542, as I say, back over to Copenhagen. That looks like that was the last departure from 23 left this evening.
Oh,
the runway lights have now gone off. We'll see the little inspection vehicle travel down it anytime soon for its closing inspection. So all departures and arrivals will be on 23 right now until 6 o'clock in the morning when
we won't be filming.
To life, and we won't be
here. We'll be asleep.
Yeah, I'll definitely still be asleep.
Yeah, ready for another week of work.
I'll probably still be trying to get my feet warm at that point because my feet are freezing, even though I've got big socks on.
Not too bad actually this evening. I'm not that cold. Usually at this point my hands are frozen, but I'm doing okay.
So just coming over the threshold now is the Ryanair from Tenerife South, the 737-800 EI EVG operating flight 1248. It's a 12-year-old aircraft, this.
That's the inspection vehicle heading out. I reckon.
Whereabouts?
Oh, just near where the plane was landing. You probably can't see it
Oh,
from the
right,
naked
okay.
eye.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I see it, I see it.
It was a fast stop from Ryanair. They were wanting to turn off quickly. Here comes the runway inspection vehicle.
Do you think you'll get away from him tonight?
From the vehicle?
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, they are working, to be fair.
On final approach, we've got Ryanair from Faro in Portugal coming in. This is a 737 MAX 8 200 EIHK operating flight 4087. It's a 1-year-old aircraft. Ryanair squeeze a little bit more out of their 737 Maxes. They pressure Boeing to squeeze as many people on as possible. So their 737 Maxes can fit 200 people.
Literally doing yoga right now. That's the most uncomfortable pan ever.
That was GRUKJ operating Ryanair flight 193 across to Belfast. That's a 737-800. That's a 15-year-old aircraft as well. The little inspection vehicle's just coming along 23 left now. As the Ryanair from Faro touches down and rolls out.
I think we can get away from them. See them or not.
I think he gave me a wave when he went past before.
Yeah. Am I focused?
Anyway, back to the planes. On final approach is LS910 from Forteventura.
Yay.
If you've not seen, we've done a couple of live streams from Forteventura. We've got a couple of other videos from there as well. It's a great place to live stream from. The view of the runway is fantastic. This is a 737-800. It's a 7-year-old example, one of the batch that Jet2 ordered from Boeing at the end of the 737 Next Generation's production run. JZHO operating this today.
Jazzy ho.
Jazzy ho.
Probably because you had Bob sniffing there.
Sorry, it's really cold.
Yeah, we forgot to bring any tissues with us today. I mean, I've already blown my nose on a lens wipe. And I'm not sure how much more white trash you can get than that. Right, I need to plug this camera in before it dies, so bear with me one moment. Oh, that's good timing.
One of Ryanair's 737 MAX 8200s, that's EIIFX, heading back to Malaga in Spain. Definitely warmer there than it is here. It's a one-year-old aircraft operating flight 3232.
Still trying to get that wave. So what would they be looking for on a runway inspection?
FOD. Foreign Objects and Debris. I think that's what it stands for. Somebody will correct me if I've got that slightly wrong in the chat, I'm sure. Yeah, just making sure there's nothing hanging around.
Bits of tyres or
bits of aircraft that
Boeing doors have fallen off.
Boeing doors, yeah.
Nuts and bolts and things. Or Sharon's suitcase that's fallen out.
So this is a GSUNH coming in now, just over the threshold of 23 right. Coming in from Tenerife South. It's an A321 Neo. Operating LS918. Been operating less than a month, this aircraft. It is brand spanking new. Sorry, this one. This A321 Neo is that new, they haven't even had time to put all of the decals on it yet. It's just got the blue tail and blue engines and friendly low fares written across the side, or package holidays that you can trust, sorry. Pressed straight into service.
Standing in the crowded room and I can see out.
He's thinking about a Jess Glynn.
Yeah, well, they'll be listening to it right about now, aren't they? We're almost ready to disembark.
If any of you have ever flown on Jet2, you just get wall-to-wall Jess Glynn from the moment you get on the plane to the moment you get off the plane.
Well, they did have Sam Ryder's Spaceman last year, but they didn't have that this year, so it must have been a one-year deal with Jess Glynn's, retiring on her royalties from it.
departures that we've got coming up, there's BA 1407 to Heathrow, A321 Neo. That's a little bit delayed, it's about 20 minutes late. The Inverness departure's been cancelled. Eurowings is due to leave for Dusseldorf again soon. We've only just saw that baby bus arrive not so long ago.
Baby bus.
Baby bus.
Oh, the sun's peaked out. We were literally just about to say, should we call it a day because our batteries are running out. And then the sun's like, wait a minute. I got something to say.
The sun's come back out, but there's no heat from it. It's
and there's no plane.
Absolutely freezing. It's a little bit of a lull period, I think. Here. The next big aircraft to leave will be the Bangladesh going back out to Sylhet, but that's not for another 50 minutes. The A380 looks like it's on time, but again, that's not going to be for an hour yet, and I don't think we have batteries to get us through to 9:15.
I mean, if that can balance on there somehow.
Maybe.
Maybe. We can keep going for a bit until it conks out. I didn't bring my spare AAA batteries with me, so because I swapped the bag around. Yeah. This car's going for it.
Well, we might be able to squeeze a little bit more life out of these yet then. I think I can feel a little bit of heat. I don't know whether I'm just imagining it though at this point.
Well, I think is this the longest stream we've ever done?
Yeah,
2 hours.
I think we're there.
Kind of around. Yeah, I think we managed roughly around this when we did Forteventura, which obviously was a lot warmer, but also quite windy
and very stressful.
Very sandy as well. Everything was covered in sand.
Oh my god! I mean, it was sand, but it was like dust as well. It was horrific.
Flour sand.
It was absolutely everywhere. The outside of the car, it looked like I'd driven it through the Sahara. The inside of the car had a film of dust on absolutely everything. But it was brilliant. I love doing it. I love live streaming from there. I hope we can get back there soon to do one. The only problem is it'll probably have to wait till winter because otherwise it'll just be too hot.
I can see an easy tail fin, so I've got one going out. And just roll it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take my phone out of its case with a really cold hand. Sorry about that. So that was EasyJet heading off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. That's an A320 Classic operating flight 2109. GEZTV is a 14-year-old aircraft. So for arrivals coming up, we've got Vueling coming in from Barcelona. That's another hybrid Vueling level livery. I'm assuming that that's not standard for IAG to have that now, and they're just moving aircraft around the fleet. Level is like their low-cost European long-haul-ish subsidiary. But IAG seem to have more airlines than any other airline group at the moment. We've also got Norwegian coming in as well. And then there's a Chewy coming in from Tenerife. So you definitely see waves of activity here at Manchester. There's a very, very active morning period of the big jets coming in from all the flights to North America. I think there's probably around about 6 or 7 of those that come in every single morning. We haven't had any of the American carriers return since the pandemic yet, though. That's still proved to be elusive, much to the frustration of the people that like to see American Airlines and Delta operating in, or well, United particularly as well. I guess in some respects, Delta do still have a little bit of presence here at Manchester, because I think they own 25% of Virgin Atlantic. So Virgin operates the Atlanta flight that Delta used to operate pretty much for them. So you tend to see first thing early in the morning, certainly that first hour, 6 till 7, and then 7 till 8, it's very busy with departures, dual runway operation. So just streams and streams of Ryanairs and EasyJets and Jet2s headed out. The 2-3 left to take off to take people to sunnier climes usually. And then that kind of, it's still busy in the morning, but tends to get a little bit quieter before picking up around lunchtime again into the early afternoon, as some of those aircraft start to come back from that big batch of morning departures. The Eurowings has just pushed back, so that will be taxiing out now to take off on 2-3 right.
We'll get this one and then we'll call it. Sunset in 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the light completely.
It'll get cold very quickly.
We gain about 2 or 3 minutes a day as we get into hopefully into what we could call the summer, instead of a blue sky, but it's freezing like it is at the moment.
Yeah, if it ever warms up.
It ever warms up.
Spring arrived. I mean, we've seen lambs, but
Well, it's just like at some point we'll get that high pressure from the Azores extending over us, and there'll be nice warm air coming up from the continent, and then we'll have those like 2 or 3 days where it's 38 degrees, it's miserable, and
we'll be complaining about
moaning about it being
it's
too hot. Anyway.
Positive is we have done a live stream for just over 2 hours and we're still going, which complete difference to Friday. We tried to do one Friday evening. We rushed. We both finished work, and we basically rushed to try and get here. We set up, and
nothing worked.
It just wasn't working.
Nothing worked.
Mobile signal was sort of all over the place, but then when we managed to get a reasonable connection, Peter was struggling to encode. So we spent yesterday.
We spent yesterday testing, didn't we?
Yeah. And then we came back today to do some testing and see if what we were thinking would work, and it seems to have worked.
Yep. So tested a couple of things, haven't we?
So we thought we'll go live and prompt you live and see if anyone wants to join in. So thank you very much for joining us for this test flight.
You love your flight puns.
Yeah. I also like how every other channel always gives us free promotion.
Because everybody always says flight.
About flights. I'm going to move the camera around so you can see the sunset.
Yeah. The sunset is nice. There is a bit of a goldenish glow to it. I think when it 5 minutes or so, when it really starts to go down, we'll get a beautiful sky, I think.
I mean, my white balance is probably
you've not really come here to watch the sunset. But there's no planes at the moment. There will be in a couple of minutes. We'll get the Eurowings departure. We'll probably even see a couple of these arrivals now, because there's already 2 on the localizer, 1 behind that.
Oh, I can see one coming in.
Yeah.
Lights are on.
Yeah. This kind of... Do we call it? This isn't twilight, is it?
No, we're still in golden hour.
Still in golden hour.
Well, I mean, it is technically... well, no. Once the sun sets, it's twilight.
Sorry if you can hear rustling. It's absolutely freezing, and I need to wear more clothes.
It's got a noisy coat.
I've got a noisy coat. I have got a noisy coat.
So, it's 2019. Sunset is at 2033. Evening civil twilight starts then. Blue hour starts just before 9. And nautical twilight is 2114, which is also last light. And then it's astronomical twilight 2206. And then it's nighttime.
There we go. And if you didn't know, there was all those different ways to describe where the sun is. There is.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had or used any apps that show you this kind of thing, but when you get to summer, it's basically everything, like there's no nighttime.
Yeah, night doesn't exist, does it? For it's about 2 or 3 months, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Here we go, got 2 on arrival. On approach, I should say.
I remember a few years ago when my dad had some friends over from the States. In the summer, they complained to him that it just never goes dark.
Yeah.
Because they were used to, like, Texas, where it doesn't matter the time of the year, it goes dark at night.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's great, isn't it? But it is a bit odd. It's like when the clock's changed and you forget how late it actually is.
Yeah.
So who's this on approach?
Yeah, so we've got the We've got the Norwegian in first, 737-800. Behind that, you can see the Vueling A320 with the hybrid Vueling level livery on it. And behind that, 737-800 of TUI. I do like how TUI Airlines UK still use the old Britannia flight code, BY. I think it's one of the only last things remaining.
Do they have one BYOB, bring your own booze?
No, no.
You're not allowed to drink on board.
You can't bring your own booze to the plane, as you know.
Well, I mean, you can get them duty free. Yeah. I suppose you pay less, but you don't actually.
Thank you to everybody that's joined. We are going to be here for another few more minutes. We've got a couple of arrivals, another departure. We're chasing the sunset basically because we're going to lose the light. But yeah, we gain 2 or 3 minutes each day as we get into the summer through to, I think it's the 20th of June when we start slipping back. So we'll be able to be here for live streams over the coming months through the summer to capture some of the stuff that we're just not going to have the light for tonight. So yeah,
subscribe and come and join us for the this journey. Get on board the flight.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're intending on having at least one live stream a week, probably 2. Subscribe and you'll get the notification.
Yeah, this is an unusual Norwegian, unless I'm confusing it. It's got no one on its tail fin.
Yeah, some of them don't have people's faces on them. I'm not a fan of that livery at all. I don't like it.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to turn too many dials at once.
Looks like a lipstick.
Or
yeah. No, you can't say that.
No, I probably can't say it. And
SFW. So next up, just coming over the threshold now, is this A320 Classic of Vueling. Vueling is a Spanish airline, low-cost carrier, part of IAG. IAG is the group of companies, is the group that owns British Airways, Iberia. Oh, they own loads. Aer Lingus. And they also have a few low-cost subsidiaries as well, such as Vueling and Level. This aircraft isn't in the usual Vueling livery. It's got the Vueling.com titles on it, but it's actually got the green and blue Level tail.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Not going to be winning any awards. Oh, maybe we should have some flight awards at the end of the year.
Flight livery awards.
Yeah, we need to go back to Forteventura anyway just to see the striped condors.
Oh, I love the striped condors.
Or, go to like Germany where they're flying from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably nearer and a bit cheaper.
Oh, I don't know. It's definitely nearer though. So I think this will be the last arrival that we get to see today. This is TUI flight BY2777 from Tenerife South. 737-800 GTAWI. That's a 12-year-old aircraft operating this flight. So the Eurowings A319 Classic baby bus is just finishing its taxi down to the end of 23 right. So that'll be departing any moment.
Seeing its shark fin heading down. That's the one behind.
It's too dark now for me to see it with my old eyes. There's an EasyJet to Belfast and shuttle to Yankee behind that due to go. I think we're only going to be able to grab the Eurowings though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we'll see.
We'll see what we get, won't we?
We'll play it by battery level.
Yeah, we'll do our best. I mean, sun's almost gone now. Let's get ready for the tail fin. And while that's waiting, I'm going to light the brightness a bit.
So Eurowings is lined up now. Can't see the shark fin.
It's rolling.
Is it rolling? Good.
Rolling down the runway.
I didn't think you'd be doing Tina Turner.
I've resisted about 3 or 4 times to do it.
It's raining over there. We definitely can't stay too much longer because I've run out of Vimto now.
Well, you know, if someone goes and buy me a coffee and buys you a coffee.
Or buy me a Vimto.
Well, yeah, true, yeah. I would have to change the graphic. But, yeah. Thank you to everyone who has bought us a coffee already and supports the channel.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, and of course you can support us for free by hitting that like button, subscribing, watching the videos, saying hi. We appreciate it, so... workout today.
It is
trying to pan and hold a battery.
Lightly raining.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll get this. It's an EasyJet.
There's an EasyJet lined up. Is lining up short. It's just going over to Belfast. GUZHA, flight 707. It's an A320 Neo. It's been kicking around for 6 years. And then behind that there's Shuttle 3 Yankee, and then I think that's us.
Yep, I think so, yeah.
There's always another one though, isn't there?
I know, it is like Pokemon, you want to film them all.
There's just another one, we'll just get one more.
Just one more.
barely have time to get up before it's due to land. That's very, very short hop, that.
Oh, we've got one landing as well.
Yeah, Jet2 flight 888 from Prague. This is a 737-800, operated today by GJZBN, which is a 6-year-old 737-800.
Has he been?
Yep. I think that'll be coming in before Shuttle 3 Yankee departs.
We're getting 1 bar of battery
On the camera.
on the audio box. Yeah, so I mean, this is effectively a test flight, really, but we haven't actually run all our batteries down on a live stream yet. This is actually the first time we know how long things are going to last for.
So we've got to 2.5 hours. We did just over an hour, I think, before. Probably an hour and 20 minutes. So we can probably nearly get to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll be intending to do. We'll be here probably Sunday evenings, very likely Friday evenings.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of, I mean, we could schedule them, but we're probably, I mean, Sunday maybe we'll schedule, but weekdays we might just go live as and when we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to watch them, then obviously hit subscribe and hit the bell. Speedy boarding, so you know when we are live. And yeah, pop on, say hi. We will do our best to entertain you on your evenings.
Bringing you all of the aviation goodness from Manchester, and there's plenty of it. I will share my brain full of useless aviation knowledge.
That's not useless at all. I'm guessing there's some engineering going on because there's a van, there's someone in the ground, and there's another person who's just stood watching planes. Whilst the other person's busy working.
Oh, on the runway, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shuttle 3 Yankee will be going next. I mean, if you've been watching for an hour or so, you'll have seen this arrive not very long ago at all.
And if you haven't, you can watch this back at the end on demand.
You can.
We've got the A380 landing earlier. We've had the Ethiopian A350 takeoff. We've had Bayman.
German Bangladeshi
coming
in. Yeah, yeah.
So we've had a good mix today, I think.
We are blessed with 3 A380s a day at Manchester. Staggered so that they're never here at the same time as each other because there's only one parking space. Well, there are other places you can park A380s, but there's only one actual parking stand where you can easily get 500 passengers on board a plane.
Here's BA.
Here's Shuttle 3 Yankee heading off down to Heathrow. I think this is the one I'm going on.
That was it?
Yeah. Before I head off to Cape Town. Only for a few days, though. Said he's watching, sat next to the log burner.
Oh, nice.
Nice and warm.
Rub it in.
Yeah.
He's had a dinner as
well.
well.
You've not got a 4K telly though, so you can't see it on all its glory.
Well, thanks for watching.
Well, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm flexible because I've been doing a lot of weird poses today. Well, once again, thank you for joining us on this live stream. Hope you enjoyed this flight. And I guess until the next one, cheerio.
Cheerio. Thank you very much, everybody,
Thank you,
for
everybody.
watching.
Have a good evening.
We'll be back soon.